Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start. Welcome to Android App Addicts episode number 9. We like apps here. We're addicted to them. And not just any apps, Android apps. So what we do basically, we have a bunch of people come on the show. We all share each other's apps and we tell each other what we think is good, what we're using, what's helpful in life, what sucks, what's a waste of time, what's a waste of time but also good, like a lot of games that are out there, all kinds of stuff. And let me just introduce our co-host, and we're going to get right into what apps we are bringing to you guys today. If you look at the video, in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, we have the Door-to-Door Geek, Steve McLaughlin. Hey, Door.
Hello, all.
Door's got a really weak signal for some reason, Door. You got all fuzzy, and your voice sounds like you're on a regular phone, so hopefully that'll come back. And in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, we got Tim Sturv, Tim's Computer Fix. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Steve. How's everybody doing tonight?
I think they're doing good.
Good.
That's just my guess.
Okay.
And Steve D'Amico in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. What's up, Steve D?
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much. Okay, I had to pause the recording. It must be my bandwidth because you guys are sounding rather weak. It happened to Door and Steve D at the same time, so.
Well, I can tell you that you sound fine.
I sound fine?
Yeah.
You sound...
And why is mine okay?
I don't know. Timster's is okay.
Yeah,
because you're physically closer? I don't know.
The video was looking really kind of awful, too.
Yeah.
For you're right.
Me and Door.
Steve,
yours and Door's video,
like
all of a sudden, your and Door's video got fuzzy and your voice just got messed up. Let me just check my bandwidth here. 1 sec. Oh, I know why. Jesus. Oh my gosh. I know why.
Well, I'm happy you know why.
Guys on the stream, I'm going to have to that shouldn't make a difference. Should not make a difference. Guys on the stream, are you still there?
Door looks better now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was because
I look like crap, and my cam's bad.
It was because I was recording locally to disk. I told you it would crash the system. Okay, let's start from the beginning, okay?
Cool.
No, I'm going to actually start right from the introductions. Here we go. In the upper left-hand corner of your screen is the Door-to-Door Geek, the infamous Door-to-Door Geek, Steve McLaughlin. What's up, Steve?
Same old stuff. Having a pretty good day here.
Oh, great. I'm actually really happy to hear that. I'm not just saying that. You had some rough weeks, it seemed. Now it's...
Yeah. Went to the doctor again today for the eye thing, and he said he believes it's related to, like, dry skin, dandruff, but when I was young, I had super sensitive skin, so he believes it has something to do with that.
Oh, well, that's good. That's great. Great news, actually.
Yeah.
And let's move on to Timster over in the upper right-hand corner of your screen from timscomputerfix.com. Hey, Tim.
Hello, everybody out there in Appland.
Appland. That's the proper pronunciation. And in the lower right-hand corner... lower right-hand corner of your screen is Steve D'Amico from smdcomputer.net. Hello, Steve.
Hello. A little waterlogged here in Long Island, New York. Been raining all day, all over my head.
Oh, man, it's a shame because it's so sunny down here in Florida.
And enough of that.
Such a shame. All right, well, hopefully you guys brought some awesome apps. I brought some lame ones as usual. That's why I'm just counting on you guys to carry the show. And let's just start with Timster this week. Let's start with Timster this week. Then we'll do Steve D. Then we'll do Steve McLaughlin. Timster, what do you got for this week?
Yeah, I feel like I'm the only Tim around, right? I got 3 Steves, 1 Tim.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, okay. I always have this thing. For some reason, I really love the fact that I'm intrigued with the apps that you can connect your phone in some kind of a way to your computer, and you can interact. I also have been searching high and low for an app that I can use as a webcam for like Skype or any kind of chat, but I have yet to find that. But in my ventures of looking for those type of apps, I came across what I think is a great app, and it's called Droid phone control. And this app is similar to the other ones that connect to your internal IP through your router, through your local area network. And one of the features of course, is like they usually are, is you can control your mouse, with your phone, which this does very well. But some of the features that this particular app does, and this is a Dutch app, by the way, Dutch created this app anyway. Some of the other things that it does really well is the file transfer. The interface, first of all, you have to use it with your browser. And I couldn't get it to work with Firefox, but it worked flawlessly with Chrome. And the interface through Chrome is really nice. I threw down some screenshots, but they look really good. And you can transfer your files from your phone to your desktop through your browser. It shows your it shows your SD card, what's in your SD card. You can play music and watch clips, not just through the browser, but through like any music app that supports the U3 standard on your phone. You can play directly from a playlist. And this is really good because it's Windows, Mac, and Linux. It has a really cool, really awesome system status. It shows you everything about your phone, your Wi-Fi connection, your battery usage, your processor usage. It has a really nice interface for that. But what really got me, which is kind of close to what I was looking for, is it streams your camera. And so, this you can't do video chat with it, but this does allow for some things like maybe a security camera type. You can have your phone set up in another room, or in a window, or what have you, and you can monitor what's going on wherever your phone is sitting.
It streams your camera to your desktop, you mean?
It streams your camera to your desktop, through your browser.
Or any computer, okay, through the browser, okay.
Through the browser, that's important, because it doesn't do it just, you can't use it to do video chat or like with Skype or anything.
Well, I can tell you, if you can see it through the browser, then there is a trick to get it to be registered in Skype.
Oh, then please, by all means, show me the way, because I have yet to find, which I got a piece of news here at the end, and I will talk about that a little bit. But
and your Skype video settings won't recognize it as an input device?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't. It's on the network, but okay. Hey, if Door says that, then there's got to be a way.
This is a free app. The light version is, but the trick about that is, the problem with the light version is the video that's being streamed is just in black and white. And also, there's a couple of features, can't remember what they are, that are kind of disabled. Can't remember what they are, but all in all, unlike some of the other ones that you can even hardly get to connect to your network, this one works, and it works well.
I'm checking it out. I mean, there is some screenshots here on the. It's going to be hard to pull up the Skype ones you sent me at this point, but I'm pulling it up on the website. And
well, I just posted up a video of it in the chat if anybody wants to check that out. But it worked really well, which means a lot. That's really most important. And
cool. And did what you wanted it to do.
Yeah, definitely. And another app I have here is I'm a computer repair guy, so I always go back to that. It's a real simple app. It's called BIOS Beep Codes.
BIOS Beep Codes. That's pretty slick.
Ooh,
and
cool.
What it does is it tells you beep codes from all of the major BIOS chips: AMI, AST, Award, Compact, Dell beep codes, IBM beep codes, Mac beep codes before and after 1999, Phoenix, and WinBIOS. So that's a really could be a really useful app.
What's it's just the name of it's actually BIOS Beep Codes?
Yep.
BIOS beep codes. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
I'll post that up here too.
Sweet.
Nice find.
Yeah, it doesn't do. I mean, it doesn't do a lot, but it gives you that information. I mean, it doesn't actually beep and all that, but it'll show you like one short, two long, what that means. Just forever BIOS chip you have. You just input what it's doing. You select. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of select, what beep code you're hearing, and then it'll tell you what it means.
Wow.
It's
But,
free too.
I see. Okay, now we got a screenshot. Yeah, it'd be neat. It would be neat if it beeped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to download this because it doesn't beep.
Okay, Steve, don't download it.
It's only 1 star because it doesn't beep.
That's
I'll give it 5 stars if it beeps.
It's supposed to be the computer beeping, not the phone.
right. Yeah, but we have to match it up. No, this is actually very cool.
No. Yeah. Okay, guys, I have an anomaly here, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not looking at this right. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
I have an app that's called, and I cannot find it on AppBrain. It's not even in my app list, and I've had it since I've had my Droid phone. It's called Android Lightsaber, and I don't know if you get the video up on me, but this is what it is right here.
We got
And
you.
And let me take my headset off and let you hear this. Hold on.
Okay. Here we go. He's put his headset to the phone. That's cool. That's cool. I don't see. He's actually swinging his phone around, and it's making lightsaber noises.
Yeah.
Now
So
that's
it acts
neat.
like a lightsaber. You can swing it around, and it makes
Yeah.
all the sound effects, and
That's
sounds
neat.
just
That's
like
neat.
a real
but what's
Star Wars lightsaber.
but what's the anomaly?
The anomaly is I can't find it in AppBrain anywhere. It's not even listed in my apps. It's on my phone. I have my phone synced to AppBrain.
Yeah.
But I cannot find it unless I'm just missing something.
How did you get it?
It was in the market. Whenever I first got my phone, I downloaded it from the market.
So it's in the Android marketplace. It's just not an AppBrain.
I guess so, but I mean,
Well, here's the question: can you change the color of the lightsaber?
I think so. No, I can't.
Okay.
Why does that matter? Oh,
Well,
you just
because there
wondering?
is one in there that you can change the colors, and it's a weird 3-bar scale thing you got to do. But I can tell you, I have had apps. I go to download them. It says it's downloading, then it disappears, and it's not in my list, but it is on my phone. And
Right.
because
Why
my
is
phone
that?
is
You know?
rooted, then I just go delete the APK file, or I just reinstall it again, and it seems like it then shows up correctly. But I have had it with over 200 apps. I have had it where I'm downloading something, and then it just blip, disappears.
Timster, what's the exact name of that app?
Android Lightsaber.
Yeah, it's not in the Android marketplace. Not,
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, there's lightsaber apps, but there's not one
Yeah,
called Android Lightsaber, unless there's the name in the marketplace is actually different than the name that comes up on your phone. Maybe there was a licensing issue or something. Maybe George Lucas got all pissed off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might have a little one of a kind here.
No, that's worth something. You should sell it. Sell it on eBay.
How the hell? Yeah, sell it on eBay. Hey, Steve D, you want to buy an app for me?
No,
$20.
that's okay.
Yeah. That's all I have.
Good stuff, Timster. Thanks. All right, Steve D, what do you got for us?
I have one of my favorite apps on my phone is it's called Pocket Auctions for eBay. I mean, really? I mean, wouldn't you guess? I would say something like that, or I'd come with this. I like this app. It's there's some really great uses for it. Not just using eBay on your phone, but of course you have the full browser, so you can actually use eBay in the browser. But what makes this app so special is that it has one very nice function that I haven't been able to find anywhere else, and that is being able to look at what was it? What is it? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a price checking feature in here that's really, really pretty sweet. I forget where it exactly is. I think you have to click on My eBay and then you can find it. But it'll actually give you an average pricing of a particular item, and it works pretty well. But if you understand eBay to the umpteenth level like I do, then sometimes you get things that sold for weird prices and things like that. So you know it can be the average can get a little skewed, but if you're doing searches by part number, then you'll get some really you get some spot on you'll get some spot on pricing, and it'll give you the average price for certain items. So if you happen to be at a garage sale or something like that, and you think, hey, I could probably sell that on eBay and make a couple bucks, now you'll be able to know if you can or not. And that's what's really cool about this app. But that's one of my favorite features. But some of my other favorite features with this app is that it has the ability to give you under the settings menu. It could alert you when bidded items are down to 15 minutes, which is nice. And it's an Android alert, so it comes up in the little, what is that called? The little tray that slides down. And also watching alerts. It'll if something is if something you have in your watch list is going to be ending within 15 minutes or so, it'll also alert you to tell you that you should start bidding on it. And you can use eBay through the app, as you might expect, and see what's going on with your purchase history. Say you bought something from eBay, you don't remember what it was or what the price was. You can look it up, and you got My eBay is in there. It's pretty neat.
Did eBay make the app or?
No, I think. I think it's third. I'm pretty sure it's third party. There is an eBay app. I'm not very familiar with it, but this is the one that I was looking for.
It's called Pocket Auctions.
Well,
Pocket Auctions for eBay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, here's the perfect example of Timster's thing. Also, in the market, it's not called Pocket Auctions for eBay. It's called PKT Auctions eBay. The apps can be named different because Android Remote Desktop, if you remember, was called Andro Remote Desktop in the marketplace.
That's why I can't find anything when I'm trying to Google this stuff.
Well, yeah, and I see one thing, SMD, this thing says it can scan barcodes as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that must be a new feature.
Dude, I like the sound of that.
That's key. It was always like a little dream of mine, and that's when I got my first smartphone, was to go into a store with my phone, scan a barcode, and see what it's going for on eBay. That was like, especially when I was doing a lot of eBay selling, I wanted to do it like an eBay business, and nothing could measure up and actually do it. This is like finally we're getting something that could do that.
Don't get too crazy about the scanning function for eBay, because I don't think it'll really work very well unless it's the ISBN codes for books. I'm not sure what else would use.
I know why. Because you mean people? Because people are going to title their auctions different things. They might not actually use the correct barcodes and stuff. You mean?
Yeah, I mean, when do you type in, like, if you're putting up I don't know, if you're putting up some tennis shoes and you put them up for eBay, or your grandmother's lamp, I mean, you're not going to put a number in there at all, ever.
No, not the number, but when you scan a barcode, it finds the actual item, and the item has a title. It would probably do a search for that title. It probably wouldn't search eBay listings for the barcode number. I'm guessing. I
would hope. I would hope that, yeah.
It would be a pretty useless feature without doing that.
Just because of the randomness that people that people title their auctions. Right.
It's it's so great to be able to just say, oh, I'm thinking about getting this. What is that on eBay, and then doing a price comparison, from what you're looking at in the store to what's available on eBay and what it's going for in a general sense, Yeah. Because I'll tell you, a lot of times, sometimes you'll be surprised. Either way, sometimes you'll see something in the store and it's the same price, but you have to pay for shipping and you have to wait for it, and it might be used on eBay. But if you buy it from the store, it's brand new, it's in front of you, you get to walk out of it now, and you're not paying shipping. So sometimes it's great, but other times you find that they can't sell them for $1, and on eBay all day long they can't sell them for $1, and meanwhile it's like, say, $40 in the store. It's all over the place. You never know exactly what it is.
Steve,
So
have you searched like the Android market for good eBay apps? Just being, the seller that you are, and this was one of the best ones that came up, or
a while ago I did. I haven't in a while. I haven't searched in a while. I've been so happy with this one. I haven't really looked.
Yeah.
Why is there a few others?
No. I'm curious. I'm just curious if there's a lot in the market. I didn't look, but I was just wondering if you did, because this seems like a cool app, but I wonder how many there are.
When I did, there's one called Seller Tools. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, you know what? There is a lot more now than there was before. I'd have to kind of. I'm so happy with this app. I can't really think of anything else I want. But
yeah.
I guess I should try more. I should look around a little more.
Yeah. So you use it then, like in your eBay business?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, in my business, not a whole lot. Sometimes I'll just if I'm out and about, I'll think of something, and then I'll just check eBay, like I was saying, or else sometimes I'll forget if I've purchased something, so I'll go to my eBay, which the my eBay part of eBay, which is like your console, which is what you've sold, what you've bought, what you lost, what you didn't win, and things like that. And so I'll go into my eBay and then look at my purchase list and go, oh yeah, I did buy that, or I'd be waiting. This has happened to me before. Well, I'm waiting, and something doesn't come, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I look on my purchase history and realize I never even ordered it.
That's great. Great.
Or there was one time I did that, but I didn't pay for it. I was like, oh man, I didn't pay for that? What's wrong with me? Weird things happen when you're busy,
No, that's happened to me too. It's cool.
Yeah, and here's a little to draw you over to the dark side, SMD Steve.
Sure.
App Brain, you can search for hot today, hot this week, all time popular, but you could say hot this week, free, and eBay. All three together, so you could always see instantaneous. This is a new eBay app. Because I know sometimes it's hard to tell. Is this new? Is this old?
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
All right, Steve D.
See, I don't know.
You got any more apps, or is that your big one?
I have one more app, and I think this is the best app ever.
Uh-oh.
I think this is the app of all apps. The cream of the crop. I think this is the best.
Steve
ready?
D.
But we all know what it is. We all
Jim
know
Babes.
Jim Babes 2?
Jim Babes 2. So an app that good always deserves a sequel. No, it's wireless tethering. I rooted my Droid and I installed wireless tethering, and I think it's the best app available, and it's free.
What's it called?
Wireless tethering.
It's wireless. That's the title of it.
Yep. Wireless tethering.
Steve, what was that tweet you did? Did you end up losing your apps when you rooted?
Yeah. Well, I not when I rooted. What I did was this. I changed. I rooted the phone, and then I was like, oh, this is cool. So then I was like, you know what? I'm not done yet. I still have some extra time, so why not? So I changed the ROM, and but did I research this? No, I didn't really research this. I just looked and went, oh, okay. And I followed the Lifehacker article for Cyanogen. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Cyanogen?
What?
Cyanogen.
Okay. I don't know. So whatever that is. And so I installed that ROM, but I didn't. I kind of had a feeling I might lose my apps. It wasn't like, it wasn't the worst thing that ever happened to me. I mean, I just went, oh, damn. And then I reordered everything and put it all back together. And I'm kind of glad, though, because it really is a lot faster. I don't know if it's because of the ROM, although it's supposed to be a lot faster. But either way, the phone is a lot quicker. It's a lot more snappier. There's my little baby's face on there.
Oh,
and
okay.
It runs really cool, and it runs really well.
Damn.
And I really like it a lot, and it even has they change a lot of cool things in here. If you go to shut your phone off, instead it asks you, let's see, would you like to reboot, not just power off, which is kind of cool. And let's see, and if you decide to reboot, you get another option that says reboot, recovery, or bootloader.
Oh man.
And, see.
So that's Cyanogen that you're running?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta get that. And it runs
and
faster. Runs good.
Yeah, it runs faster, and it also, I don't know if you guys probably can't see my phone through there. And it also,
Yeah, we can.
if you go to wallpapers, you get 3 options. Cyanogen, whatever, mod wallpapers, which are really cool wallpapers, and then of course your gallery and live wallpapers.
Neat.
So you get like 3 options, and their wallpapers that they include are really, really nice, really cool. And I'll show you one of my favorite parts of this. I'm gonna reboot it now. When you're booting the phone, it does that. Well, at least my phone does this. I'm not sure about other Android phones. It has that red eye thing and scan and go back and forth, because I have the first Motorola Droid.
Right.
Well, they changed that whole animation to be the logo for this mod, and it's like this weird like animation, and it's so nice looking, and it's really cool. It's something to show off.
He's waiting for it to show up, to come up now. How is it going to come up soon, or?
It should come up in like maybe 3 or 4 seconds.
Okay, we're going to check this.
There it is. It's pretty neat.
Wow, cyanogen mod. Yeah,
it's really, really neat.
I was looking at that today.
Okay.
I was actually on that website.
I hate you, Steve.
Why? You can't do this?
No, I can't do it. I have a boot loader thing that if it sees the phone getting hijacked, it won't let me do it. Basically, at least
Have you
for everything I
tried?
read-
Have you tried?
Oh no, because from what I read is if you try and if you do it wrong,
Go brick it.
you will force it to be in recovery mode, and the only way to get it out is to walk into a Verizon store. I'm waiting for a simpler method, let's say.
Yeah, I hear you. Steve D, what did you lose any besides your apps? Did you lose any other data on your phone when you did that? Like all your contacts and stuff?
No, I lost nothing except for all of my well, yeah, I lost no data, but I lost AK Notepad. I lost the data in AK Notepad. That was a little strange. I think I lost data inside of apps. So if there was data in an app, I think that would have lost. But that wasn't any of my apps that I have.
I see.
So I didn't really care. But the AK Notepad was just a little hump. Nothing for me to worry about. I wasn't too thrilled, but I definitely wasn't too worried. One of the weird, strange things that it does, this ROM, is that if I press the home key, if I'm showing the home screen and I press the home key, from the way it used to be, the original ROM, it would show the middle screen out of the 4 screens or 5, whatever it is.
This one shows the left.
It goes all the way to the left screen. That's the weirdest thing.
That's what you get for modding your phone.
Yeah, it's just strange. You know what? I'm not sure if I like that, but hey, it's just so good in so many other ways that I don't really care. That's not really bothering me at all.
I would like to do that.
I like it a lot.
Hey, I'm kind of a noob in this, regarding rooting your phone. Is what he did, Dor or Tim? Did he flash his ROM? Is that what he did? Is that how you install Cyanogen? You have to flash the ROM. Okay, so that's
basically yes and no. What it is, it's a alternate ROM. I'm 99% sure the old ROM is still on the phone, and when you reboot, you have that ROM chooser, the ROM bootloader. You can pick to boot into the old system.
Oh, so it doesn't erase the original one.
I think, but I do think it does technically void your warranty.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know. I haven't rooted mine yet, but I'm getting sold on it now.
Yeah, me too, man. I had enough. I was actually looking at that Cyanogen website today, and I'm definitely going to do it.
That stinks about the Droid X door. There's no chance of nothing like that going on with the original Motorola. Do you know?
Oh no, the original, you have no issues like that. But I'll say real quick, I did a tweet today. Lifehacker did a article on the super one-click, all one word. It's a Windows application, the easiest root you can possibly do. Plug it up, run the app on your Windows box, and click root, and you're rooted. Unfortunately, Steve C, does not work on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 phones.
I was not excited when you said that. I knew my phone would not work on my phone.
I know. Well, the Evo, the Incredible, the Desire 2, Area, Droid Aris, and Wildfire. But for those, it says you can easily use unrevoke.com, which I believe is that website I sent you to like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's where I got over to Cyanogen. I think unrevoked now can work for my phone, but I just haven't had the time to just sit down and work it out.
Right, and I can tell you, if you're going to do ROM stuff, here's the best thing now that you have the ability to do, SMD Steve. Full, ridiculous, silly, full backups to where you don't have to worry about switching ROMs and stuff. When you do a full backup, every backup app I've seen on the phone, unlike computer apps, the restore function is so seamlessly built into it. It works every time.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, I got to download an app for that, huh?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple, and if you wait till next week, I'll be happy to tell you about them.
Okay. I'll tell you, I did this routing thing, which was easy for me. It was a few steps involved. It wasn't that bad. I took the long method. I just put my, the time aside, sat down, made sure I read every little direction, did it all right. And it was the ROMs, whatever, but I didn't have to do the ROM thing. I routed it for wireless tethering, and then I went further. And I'm so happy I did. The wireless tethering thing is fantastic. It's fast. At least it seems fast. Like, it seems snappy using the web with it. And you don't have to have security with it, which is kind of cool to have that control. Yeah. And you could change your SSID. I mean, you have so much options. It's really nice. You could turn it on and off like seamlessly. It sits in the that little icon tray at the top, so you know you're having it active. And when your phone connects to it, it vibrates a little bit to tell you that you connected. It's pretty neat.
Damn. Okay. Sounds good, man. I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous. All right.
I can't tell you how many times I didn't have my cable with me, and I wanted to use the internet with my phone, and I have PDA net like anybody would, and I don't have my cable, so what am I gonna do? And I'm just like, So.
Nice. Well, good job. Well done getting it completed.
Thanks.
All right, Dora, what do you got for us?
Okay. Well, you'll be happy that you don't need to be rooted to run my apps.
Okay.
The two apps I have today, if there's any apps that can make you run off a bridge, these are the two apps that could do it. The first one is called Waze, WAZE, and it is labeled as a community GPS navigation.
Community GPS navigation.
Yeah, the real thing behind it though is it's also a game. As you're driving around on the road, there are cupcakes on the street. So you're kind of like Pac-Man going down the street, and your car's going down the street, and you can eat cupcakes and get points, and you can do other things to get points. And it has turn-by-turn navigation. But if there was ever a turn-by-turn navigation that if you follow to the T, within 20 minutes, you will either drive off the side of a bridge, drive up under a bridge, or something else quite deadly. So these are the directions that you should take as suggestions and not anything else.
Wait a minute. Before you continue, can we go back to the cupcakes real quick?
Yeah.
What is your phone just throw them up on the screen, and then you have to actually drive to retrieve them? Like, do you have to switch lanes? Like, what is this?
It isn't that.
What if it rains?
Exactly. Well,
then the cupcakes are ruined.
Well, it isn't that direct. It's just in the street, so you could be going on either side of the, multi-lane highway, and you'll still get it.
If you're on the road, you get the cupcakes. It's not lane specific.
Right.
Okay. So
or in a lake or something.
Right. Well, yeah, because I can tell you, like, if on the map there's an overpass,
right,
it will tell you to go up and turn left at that overpass. You can't turn left. It's an overpass.
But you want the cupcake. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, then you got to use some ingenuity. But I can tell you, sometimes when you're driving down the road, you'll just see if you're zoomed out a little bit, you'll see like 6 cupcakes pop up all around you.
So
it's like
that's a dangerous app if I ever heard one. It's got poor turn-by-turn navigation, and you have to chase cupcakes on your screen. I mean, come on.
Well, it's just it's a alternate navigation, and I can say my 5-year-old for a couple days was like, "Oh, Dad, there's a cupcake. Get the cupcake, Dad."
Oh, it's funny. The events on it lists police and accidents.
Yeah. And it has a chit chat feature where you can set yourself as public, and then you can be driving down the road and somebody
how does
else
it
can
work?
basically like ping you and say, "Hey, door."
Wow.
Yeah. I would say it's a novelty-ish thing. It just got upgraded a couple days ago. Before that, it once in a while would randomly crash. But it's gotten a lot better.
Neat. It looks cool. It looks cool.
It's just alternate. It's just different. If you want to just toy with something, and if you have to drive a lot for your job, this is a perfect excuse to play a game while you drive. Just do it safely, please.
Sure. That's pretty neat.
Right. Now for the one that will definitely make you run right into a parked car.
What's it? Jim Babes
This
2?
one is, no.
Go ahead.
This one is called AugSat Nav. This is augmented reality navigation. So what it is you're looking through the camera on your phone and you see the street, and on the phone there's a line where you're supposed to drive.
And so okay. Yeah.
Look at that.
Watching it now. Wow. So this is neat for a passenger to hold and watch the line, but not for you, right?
Unless you have a death wish. When I did it on a back road a couple times. Now the kicker is, this is going to be a mildly in its own niche booming thing here.
Yeah.
Augmented reality navigation is going to get a lot more popular. There's an application that's supposed to launch this month, and it's called Wikitude Drive.
Right.
Wikitude already has a very honestly nice app for Android. It's like Wikipedia search stuff. But the Wikitude Drive, they had an online demonstration on YouTube, like 2 or 3 of them, and it was perfect. It was seamless how it was doing. It was staying right in the middle of the road, and it was telling you, turn right, left. Even though it was an Italian developer sitting in his car, it was speaking English to him, and it sounded perfect.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's still a little scary. I mean, you don't really need a line. What's wrong? I'm perfectly happy with the regular ways GPSs work. I mean, I don't need it down to like a line in the road, personally.
Well, here's my justification. 1995. Let's all go back in our Wayback Machine. Tom Selleck did a set of commercials for AT&T, and it was called You Will. And they were showing these future technologies, and thanks to AT&T, you will. One of them was turn-by-turn navigation, but it looked frigging cool. It was more like you were driving through a city when you were doing it. Even though it was stick figures, you were driving through the city. So I was looking for one that basically took Google Street View and interpreted that as you were driving.
Right.
Because in nighttime, you still want to be able to see this stuff.
Right.
But this was the next closest thing I could find.
And there is that didn't Google test out like a self-driving car? Didn't they build a self-driving car these days?
They had it. They had, I think it was like 7 of them go over 140,000 miles in the last couple months with only minimal interruptions. They said, for like slight things every now and then they just had to do.
Right.
One was in an accident. It was sitting perfectly still at a stoplight and it got rear-ended.
Yeah, I heard that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So
it got in one accident and it wasn't even its fault.
Right. Yeah. That's and great. To obey California law, they had to have a engineer sit at the wheel like this with his arms crossed, not touched any pedals, with a one was an engineer, can't remember who the other guy was, sitting in the passenger seat monitoring the software to make sure nothing was crashing.
Can you imagine how bad you could mess with people being that driver?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would have been so fun. I would have sat for like an hour. I would have had fun.
I think they said that in order to be sure that these app developers or the program creator was actually ready to test his program, would be, they said, okay, well, get in.
Right.
Like,
you're right.
give me a couple more weeks.
Right. That's right.
Right.
Interesting. All right. I sidetracked you there. Sorry.
Yeah. I do believe that is the future. I think it's kind of like, how can I put this? Germany after the war. The only way to truly get the mass population to truly be over it is you have to wait for everybody to die who was involved with it or who was there before it. I believe when enough of the current population dies, there'll be enough people around who are perfectly content with sitting there doing something else while their car's driving.
Right. Good point. All right, any more apps from you, Dora?
I'll throw one out to Steve D. It's called APK Backup for Root.
Ooh.
I'm not percent sure. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. APK Upload for Root. A lot of people like Titanium Backup, which is a full root-only application to back up everything on your phone. Applications, configuration files, yada, yada, yada. The thing I absolutely hate about Titanium Backup is it only backs it up to your SD card. To me, it's a false sense of security. It's like backing stuff up to a flash drive and leaving the flash drive plugged into your computer the whole time. You know, you're just asking for trouble.
Good point.
APK Upload for Root insist you use your own FTP server. You put your FTP server credentials in the app. When you hit backup, it backs it up to your FTP server.
Do you have one set up, Steve D?
Yes.
Good for you. I don't.
Yeah, you do. From your
my web
I
host.
bet you do
Okay, yeah,
yours.
I could use a web host. Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I do. But of course, it's a private folder I back up to.
I want to get one of them. Sweet. Good one,
Wow,
Dora.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And
That
this
one
is
made me
written
very
properly
happy.
too. It says this application has access to the following: network communication, done. Which doesn't seem a little weird, doesn't it?
Hey, any more guys, or should I do mine? Okay, I guess I'll do mine. I'm gonna do some rapid fire here. A couple of these are thanks to Lalo, who I met up with the other day, and he's like, "Did you check out these apps?" And I'm like, "No, I need them for I need some for the show." So I'm giving him credit for these. Gas Buddy. You guys use Gas Buddy? These are simple, boring ones. I bring the boring ones, but I bring the ones like that I actually feel like I end up using the most.
That's useful. That's a very useful app.
Useful.
Well, honestly, I'll complain about it on just one thing.
What?
I'm too friggin' lazy. I want an gas app where I literally take a picture of the gas pump. I click what one is the important one. Then I take an app. Then I take a picture of my odometer and I click what that is, and then it automatically OCRs it and sucks it in and does it itself.
Oh my God.
I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
This doesn't do your MPG. This finds the gas station in your area that has the cheapest prices.
I thought it was a calculator thing.
Yeah, it asks you where you are, and then it shows you on like a Google map where the cheapest gas is in your area.
And it works?
Yeah, it works good. Works very good. It's got a couple other little features, but it's a nifty little app. Gas Buddy. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I don't think these are terribly new, but they're useful. Steve D, did you talk about Calorie Counter last show? Okay, this is another one Lalo gave me. Calorie Counter. It's great for no matter where you are. It has like tons of lists of restaurants and stuff. You just punch in where you are, Burger King, whatever. If you're trying to watch your weight, you could type in. You could just punch in exactly what you're going to be ordering. It'll tell you how many calories are in it. You don't have to look at the nutrition facts. If you're in a drive-through, you don't have to ask the person. If you're conscious of how many calories you're taking in, and it's useful. It's useful.
Well, here's the problem with that app, and this I learned from Android Buffet. There's Calorie Counter by MyFitnessPal, and then there's Calorie Counter by Fat Secret.
Fat Secret is the one I'm using.
Okay.
Is that the good one?
I don't know, but I always like to put them in that Google Doc for everybody.
And you can't, with a name like Fat Secret, you can't go wrong. I actually, my next app, I don't even know how good it is. I got this one kind of out of sheer frustration. I found that in my usage that Advanced App Killer was just almost doing nothing for me. Like, I'd kill apps and then it'd be there the next time I turn my head. They'd all be loaded again, or I noticed no improvement in speed or anything. So I found this one. It's called Battery Improve. And it's more of a diagnostic app. It shows you like your battery status, battery level, if you're plugged in, the temperature of the phone. It's got some pretty cool stuff. It's not super refined, but it does have a kill task option. And I pick a kill task, I highlight my whole list, and I say kill them all. And it kills like like Google apps that actually the operating system needs. So when you actually go back to your home screen, it has to do like a little refresh. But I know it's clean. You know what I mean? I know it got everything. It actually makes me feel good that it takes a little longer, and my Explorer actually reboots in Android because I feel like, okay, if it got that, then it got pretty much everything. So I've been using that to kill apps, and I find it's a little better than the advanced app killer. You guys have any input on that?
Yeah, I know that with Task Killer now in Froyo, Task Killer supposedly doesn't work as well as in Froyo as it was supposed to. But I've been using it, but I've been noticing every now and then Task Killer has a widget that you can or an icon that you just hit, and it'll supposedly kill apps you select.
Yeah.
Pre-select.
Mm-hmm.
But I started noticing after Froyo that I would go in my pocket to get my phone, or I could feel my phone through my pocket is actually hot. So, of course, that just means the CPU is grinding. So, that's a really good app that works with Froyo. So, appreciate that.
Sure. So you don't have any other app killer app that you searched out?
Well, there is something called Watchdog that that's sort of the replacement of
advanced app killer, task killer, whatever.
But I'm sure yours works just as well, Steve.
Okay. I mean, it seems to be working for me right now. But I want to get that cyanogen and just really beef this thing up. I just think it's clunked up. I feel it's got like bit rot, like XP. That's what I feel like my phone's getting to. It's hot often. I don't know what's running sometimes. It just goes slow sometimes. It's pissing me off. So,
well, here's a tip I learned from Mitch. Mitch, our good friend, tweeted this, and I didn't even know this. Advanced Task Killer for Froyo. You have to get the Froyo version. In there is an auto kill. If you go to the main screen and go to settings, scroll down, there's auto kill level. Disable is the default.
Yeah.
Safe, aggressive, and crazy. I set it to crazy. Auto kill frequency every 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, half hour, or when screen is off. I typically set it to every half hour, and I can tell you if I see stuff going slow and I'm patient for just a minute or two, I see a little pop-up that says 47 apps killed. And then like 3 seconds later, everything starts going
really
smooth.
Okay, good. All right.
But I didn't know about that feature. I'm one of those guys. Oh, okay, here you go. I open it up and I hit kill apps and I'm done. And Mitch tweeted, I saw the video and I said, oh, but I'm not going to discount the app that you mentioned. I'll say that.
Is it free? The new one?
Oh.
Advanced? Okay, figured. Okay. And I don't know if I ever mentioned my traffic app that I use. Did I ever mention this? I forget. Sorry, guys.
Oh, what's it called?
I use Intrix traffic.
Intrix.
I think it's the old standby. I used it on the iPhone. I use it for this, and I think it's great.
How do you spell it?
INTRIX. Intrix traffic. I think it's like the original. I'm not sure, but I know it works and it's cool. If there's a lot of traffic on it shows a map of wherever you are. It finds your location, shows it on the road. If it's red, don't travel that road. If it's orange, okay, there's a little bit of traffic there. If it's green, smooth sailing. And then it tells you, it puts up little icons and tells you if it's if it's red, it tells you if there's an accident there, or there's construction, or why. It tells you why the traffic's moving so slow, which I like. And it's a good old standby, and nothing flashy, just does the job, and it's free. And I've been using it for a while. It helped me get down to Florida here. We actually bypassed. I drove through Doors town because I-95 was all backed up for like 10 miles.
God, well, that happens a lot. I can tell you, I can find an app called INRIX.
Oh, that might be it. I thought it was Intrix, maybe. Intrix traffic?
Is that traffic app? Is that better than Google Maps? That's what I use for traffic.
Google doesn't show you any congestion in the heads up. It shows you the light in the bottom that gives you an average for like the next 20 miles. And then if you hit that, it shows you, but as you're driving, it doesn't actually, in mine at least, it doesn't show me any congestion.
Yeah, it's Inrix. I'm an idiot. Yes, definitely it's Inrix. I was wrong.
That's a nice find, Steve. That'll go well with an app like Trapster.
Oh, what is that? Like speed traps?
Yeah.
Ooh, neat.
Oh yeah, love Trapster.
Oh, cool. Trapster. I didn't even know that was out there. That's cool.
Trapster tells you speed traps, speed cameras, traffic light cameras, red light cameras, all kinds of
Oh
stuff.
man, I'm gonna get that. I don't speed, but it's curious. I'm just curious to know.
Right,
what's
it's
up.
good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Good to know.
Because, you know, you
That's-
could be going down a hill and accidentally go a little bit faster.
Yeah, if your brakes go out, so yeah, it happens a lot. Your brakes get cut, you know.
Could be out driving looking for cupcakes.
Yeah, yeah. If you have to get that cupcake, I mean, you break the law or
Yeah.
get the cupcake. I mean, make up your
Well,
mind.
and that's the thing I love about Trapster is it will let you launch it and then move off the window and still say stuff. I'm
Nice. Yeah.
99% sure.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, well, that's all my apps. I want to talk about a little toy I got for my phone, which didn't arrive yet, and then we'll go over any Android news, and then that should be it. I actually broke down and I bought the mega massive humongo battery for this piece of junk. That big fat one that sticks off the edge.
yeah, I've seen those.
Because this battery, I take it out and I have sheets of paper I think that weigh more than this battery that's in this phone. Pisses me off. That's like my slogan for Android App Addicts.
So how's
Pisses
your
me
battery
off.
life?
Piss me off. Battery life, I can't tell if my operating system is just clunky and just draining, but it's just so random. I'll pick it up and it'll go down like 5 points in like 10 minutes, and then it'll be good for the rest of the day. I don't know, but I got this one that's I can't remember the name of it. I bought it on Amazon, and the reviews say like, dude, you put this battery in your phone and all of your worries are over. I mean, even if this thing is a CPU hog, it's just that big of a battery. It's like 2.5 the milliamps of the battery that's in it. The one that's in the phone is a 1500, I think, and I bought a 2600. I think it's a 3600 milliamp battery. So it'll just last forever, and that's what I want. And
Right.
How much did it cost?
it was like $60. Amazon Evo battery. Let me see.
Yeah, do you see how thin my phone is?
$60.
3500 milliamp. Yeah, that's the one. It's from Seido, Seidio, InnoCell, 3500 milliamp battery. It's the one. $60. But it's a monster. I mean, I had to do it. This battery wasn't cutting it. So
I mean, how does it attach to your phone? I mean, you just take the old battery out, put that one in.
you have to take the whole back case off. This actually is it's a new back case for your phone. The battery's attached to it.
Oh.
So you get rid of your old back case and just put the new back case on, and it's actually part of your phone now.
So your phone gets bigger.
Yeah, but I have a monster case on here anyway, so I'm just going to take this off, put that on, and it should be fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let us know how that goes, man. I hope you get better battery life. You should, right?
If I don't, then something's really wrong. This thing
Right.
should better last like 3 days straight. We'll see. I'll do a review on it for you guys. Maybe it's not the Seido. I don't know which one it is. All right. Well, we lost Door, but do you guys have any Android news?
Yeah. On that Evo you have a front-facing camera, right?
Sure.
Okay. Do you do any video chat?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that brings me into this story here about the speculation of Android supporting video chat natively with their new Gingerbread release. And this is according to Tom's Guide at tomsguide.com. The speculation, it was comment made by Google's own vice president, Andy Rubin, who had kind of hinted at the fact that Gingerbread is definitely going to support video chat. And he says, and I quote, this is for Andy Rubin, we support video chat today with Google Talk Video. It works on the desktop. So I've never heard of Google Talk, actually. Have you guys?
Yeah, that's the little
Yeah.
chat in the lower left-hand side of Gmail.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, I got you. But he's talking about the new Gingerbread release coming for the new Android phone, which is slated to be released, looks like first quarter 2011
Cool.
or fourth quarter 2010.
Very cool.
Well, yeah, but if history's taught us anything, Google will offer it, sure, but it wouldn't shock me if Verizon blocks it and says, well, you have to pay extra for that,
All right.
which is even more reason to root your phone.
Exactly.
Oh, don't even say that. You're right.
I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong.
You know, at this point we could expect the worst.
Well, it says here that they plan on integrating Gizmo 5 VoIP into
Right.
Google Voice.
Yeah, they just bought that like 8 months ago or so.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see if video chat even catches on. I mean, it's like texting. I mean, people don't like calling anybody anymore. They want to text them. That's like less, you know, it's less confront than having to talk to somebody. Why do you want to look at their face now when you're talking to them?
I know. It's just the fact that you can do it. And I've been searching high and low for an app that works that I can do that with the phone I have now.
Well, they might find a way of making it count as a text message. They seem to be really obsessed with that.
Yeah, big time.
Ugh,
All right.
awful.
Any other Android news? No.
I've been really lazy this week. I ain't gonna lie, Steve.
Okay. Well, let me extend an invitation to the folks at Android Buffet. They did talk at the end of their last show about being guests on our show, and I welcome them. Well, I'll be sending them an email inviting them to come on our show, under one stipulation. They talked about the fact that we do video, and they're an audio podcast, and we just started doing video, and one of their hosts asked the other one, so do you mind being on camera? And he's like, I don't want to be on camera. So they suggested that they come as sock puppets, and we're going to hold them to that. In fact, the only way they're coming on the show is as sock puppets. So I'll let you guys know the response we get for their email. And if you're watching the show and you see a couple of sock puppets next time, then you'll know what happened. It's a great podcast, too. Andrew.
I want sock puppets, too, but I don't want cheesy voices with those sock puppets. I want their voices with those sock puppets. You make it extra specially creepy.
It'll be hilarious because these guys are really funny. And
Hey, don't donkey.
Tim's just making obnoxious sock puppet noises.
Sock puppets with little button eyes.
Yeah, they have to be good sock. They have to be actual, at least an attempt of a representation of what they actually look like through the sock puppets.
Yeah,
So.
I want 10 minutes of preparation at least.
All right, guys, and check out their podcast, Android Buffet. It's very cool, and whether they know it or not, these guys are hilarious. They really crack me up, so that is definitely a compliment. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this episode of Android App Addicts. Thank you all for listening, watching, streaming, whatever you are doing, and we'll see you all next time.